Hey friends, I'm here to give you a little bit of real talk into what it's like to have a weirdly depressed brain space for a full week. There's all this stigma and stuff around mental illness, and for as awful as my week has been, I feel like talking about it is gonna help me, and it's gonna help erasing the stigma. We're gonna go all the way back to Saturday last week. Went back to my university, went to Dominican, go Stars, and went to go see the spring show there, Erasing the Distance, the Dominican chapter. Erasing the Distance is a theater company that aims to shed light on mental illness through theater. And so they collect stories from people, and those stories become monologues, and those monologues get presented. These are real people stories with people who were on campus, who were current students or alum or in some other way connected to the university. The whole point is that it hits close to home, and it did exactly that. And a lot of the stories in this particular one were about depression and about anxiety. And while we're walking through campus, and you know, it's nighttime and the lights are pretty, and for me it calls that really homey feeling to mind. And we've been back and forth discussing possibly moving and doing all these things. Being at Dominican and being at this home and seeing my theater family and all of those things caused me to just have this breakdown. And it was very internal at first. It was just a lot of, hey, this is how I'm feeling, sharing those words with Ari, and then it turned into tears, and it turned into, I don't know that I could actually move out of Chicago because I need to be able to see my theater family. I need to be close to those people. I need to be close to Dominican as a whole. Sometimes if I'm having a rough day, I will just go be on campus, and that is enough to just make me feel better. They're my family. And I didn't want to have that support system be far away. So that's kind of where it all started, was that, and processing that and those emotions. I had that to sit with for a week, and did process things pretty well, but it was still there, it was still back in my mind kind of thing. So then, it was last Saturday, did a great program, had some fun, had some really good kids. And then there were some other things that happened that I'm not going to delve into, but I will just say it was not ideal. Sunday was awesome. Ari, Zoe, and I went to a fundraiser for my girl Christine of Rescue in Style. It was great, but there were a lot of people. I was not really feeling people. The only reason I was able to go was because I was able to bring Zoe. I got to go to a really actually fun workshop at Mirepoix Wellness. It was really nice to be back in a familiar space and to be in a space that was very chill and very, very much about breathing and doing the flow, and being able to do that and process everything was really nice. So within the workshop itself, it was great. But then as soon as I left the studio, I started going into stress mode again. It was kind of cold. I forgot to bring a jacket. I was walking to the dog park that was farther away than I thought it was. And I'm carrying too many things because I brought a tiny purse. It was just kind of one of those, well, if I had done this, then I wouldn't do this. Or if I had done this, then I wouldn't do that. And the stress just started building on top of itself. There was a lot that was very stressful. And I am stressed out again just thinking about it. So when I get stressed, my anxiety levels start to go up. I feel my heartbeat increase. I'll start to sweat a little bit. I'll start to get hyper observant and doing the looking around at everything and really fidgety, and I can't hold still, kind of like I'm doing right now. On top of all of this, I have eaten maybe 2 things the entire day, so I'm hangry. We decide that we're gonna have to actively go get something to eat, and I don't like doing drive-thrus if I can avoid it. So I'm starting to calm down. I've had food in me. It's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. So I go into the bedroom, lay down, to have the salt rock on. I'll usually use some lavender essential oil. I have an app that I meditate with called Simple Habit. The rest of Sunday night was spent breathing and chilling and getting ready for the week. Monday was supposed to be just a great day. Got up early, did my makeup, feeling good, looking good. I don't even remember what I wore, but it was a good day. Just kidding. So I get to work on Monday and I set up for story time. Everything's great. And then I get the shakes. And it wasn't like a too much coffee kind of shakes. It was a your energy levels are so low that you are just shaking now because everything's about to explode, and this is the shake before it hits. Literally all I did was stand up and felt like I needed to sit back down immediately or I was going to fall down. And these are just sort of the physical things that happen when I'm having a nice little bout of extra depression or heightened anxiety. So I apologize to one grandmother who's coming through and I say, I'm really sorry. I'm not up for story time today. There's toys out. Feel free to go play over there, whatever. And she goes, oh, it's okay. I'll do some songs. And I'm like, oh, okay. Hey, great. So she makes her way over there and basically does all of the songs that I already do in story time. It was beautiful. And it was definitely the moment and the little uplift that I needed. And I thought, okay, cool. We'll see how toddlers go. My body just kept getting more drained because I wasn't paying attention to what it was telling me. And so at about 11:30 on Monday, I went home early. So I picked up some dandelion green, peppermint tea, some essential oils, including peppermint and tea tree, you know, other stuff just to help me feel more together. I think there was some naked juice involved. Days when I don't want to eat, those are the things that I will actually still consume, and they have nutritional value to them. So I do all those things, you know, I have a little salad, I make myself a smoothie, I drink some tea, I burn some sage to help cleanse just all of the energy that I was putting out into the room, and just took care of myself. Took a bath. It had bubbles that were lavender scented. Got out of the bath and I felt pretty okay. However, pretty okay is not quite good enough. And I just stayed in that slumped, awful, the world is crashing around me, I hate everything state of mind all night. Wake up Tuesday morning and it's just not happening. I'm not even making the attempt to go to work because I know that I'm gonna go home. So call in, fine. Sucks. I always feel bad when I have to call in, but I have to take care of my mental health today. Stay home all day, took another bath, ate more dandelion greens, drank more tea, did everything that I possibly know how to do to help take care of my brain. Get to Tuesday night, I'm feeling all right. I had an event for Patreon. It was a networking event, going with a friend, so worst case scenario, I'll just follow them around all night. And ended up somehow finding the energy to be social and network with people. So I networked with some awesome people. Get home Tuesday night, feeling pretty good, go to bed, all good. Wednesdays are usually my day off, so I didn't have to worry about getting up and driving and doing all of the things. So I get a text from a friend and they're like, this thing happened. And so I go, okay, I'm gonna make time for that. Go hang out with that friend, just chill, and it's great. And we just had some good chats and some girl talk, and pretty sure she felt a lot better by the end of it. Everybody wins. You have to get from the Loop all the way to Wicker Park. Met up with a friend. We went and picked up the outfit that I was wearing for the night. Stopped in at another store that I'm hopefully working with soon. Finally, we're able to just walk and sit down. At that point, I was already feeling the drain. Get some donuts and just catch up. All of the good things that you do when you catch up with your best friend and you haven't seen them in a long time. You just kind of spew all the bad. So that left me in a wonderful mood. Sarcasm. Look at the clock. I got about half an hour. Started feeling that like physical drain when my body's just quitting, my mental state is just quitting. I sort of curl into myself. I say like, look, I'm really sorry, but I gotta go. With the intention of taking a nap, getting ready, and going to the thing. Traffic is miserable. And as I'm sitting in it, I realize the dogs haven't gone out since this morning. Suddenly I'm realizing that I don't have time to do all of the things I need to do. I wanted to be able to find time to take a nap. My gut reaction was to just completely break down and just like curl into a ball in the bed, start crying, and just nothing. Bless my loving wife. She says, it's okay, we're gonna be late. You take a nap, I'll come home, I'll take care of the dogs. You just focus on you and getting yourself ready to go. Friends, I don't have the energy for that. Even that. Like, I appreciated it and it took all of the dog worries off of my brain. Awesome. I still have to put on makeup. I have to find the energy to, like, network with people. I'm nervous AF for this event. Just... But whatever, screw it. I took a nap. That was supposed to be a 20-minute nap, but I didn't actually get out of bed until 5:30. So fine, get ready, sit down, take my time doing my makeup so that I feel my best. Makeup time is good for brain time. Get dressed, I'm taking deep breaths, I'm doing all of my meditation breathing exercises that I know. And I'm feeling okay. This is gonna be fine. I look at the clock and it's 6:30. We get in the car, Ari is the best. Anytime I'm stressed out like this, Ari drives, it's wonderful, I love you. Go inside, check in. It's pretty empty, so the fact that I was late was noticed. It's fine. I was there less than an hour late. I see my blogger girls across the room, so we go and we hang out, and it was pretty good. Band was really good. I was able to just let go and unwind for a bit. I found the energy somewhere in all of this to do some networking. I don't actually know where that energy came from. So I've done this thing called borrowing spoons. If you don't know the spoon theory, think of it as taking energy from future you and using it now. So I wake up on Thursday morning and I'm feeling pretty darn good. It's gonna be a good day. I was wrong. There's an altercation that has been happening for a while that is less than ideal and is a situation that has been causing me a lot of stress. There were no spoons for that kind of thing. I could use all of my spoons in one fell swoop and then just not even be able to get myself home or feed myself the rest of the day. Or I can pass this off, take a deep breath, and slowly make my way through the rest of the day. That was what I ended up doing. End of the day, got about an hour left, and that crash comes. I'm really not sure how I made it through the hour, but I made it through the hour, and I went and I got in my car and I went home. There were cuddles to be had. There was it was very chill. Ended up in bed at 8:30. Actually went to sleep at about 9:30. Get to work Friday morning, still doing great. Set up for story time, everything's fantastic. Story time itself was a thing, but it was also just generally highly stressful. Having to talk to a couple of caregivers. I don't like any degree of confrontation. I clean everything up and I go sit in the back and I breathe for a little bit. And the breathing, and it's not helping because I take Ativan. It's a very small dose, but it's enough to usually get me to get it back together. Take that, give it like 15 minutes, and I'm feeling a little better, but still very, I'm going to throw up or I'm going to cry or both is going to happen. So I take another Ativan. I am allowed to take up to 3, so it wasn't a like taking too many medications to make the thing go away kind of thing. It was attempting to manage all of the things. There was still just a lot, and I was feeling very overwhelmed still, and so I go home. Out of my 4-day week, I did 1.5, basically. So when my mental state is such that I can't be there, there's just a whole other added level of guilt. So I definitely spent about half an hour after I clocked out in my car crying. It was a rough week, and it's only Friday afternoon. My weeks continue on through tomorrow, as I work on Saturdays. But I figured I should sit down and talk about it, and maybe that would help me decompress a little bit. And I think it is. If you do have anxiety or depression, or you've just had a week, it's okay. Feel your feelings, process them, take care of yourself, and know that there are people who care for you. Even if there's no direct people in your life who care for you, I care about you. Please reach out. I am here for you. There are lots of resources online, and I'll link some of those down below. It sucks, and there's no denying that it sucks, but it's gonna be okay. I promise. You are loved. I love you. And I'm gonna go try to love myself now too. Thanks for watching. You can check out my blog down here, subscribe to my channel over here, and check out my latest video over there.